Hello my fellow hunters, in my last video I saw a few comments where people asked why I'm using on the T-Rex Switch X anti-speediest skill, and some said or asked why I'm not using the Phial switch boost decoration, and I didn't exactly know the names, but they mentioned it gained about 15% raw or so. So in this video I want to show that switcher boost really makes sense when you have a power Phial. It is very useless for elemental Phial, and also for the KO Phial it's kinda useless, because if you're amped, and that's very easy to get, if you're amped with an exhaust Phial, you also apply KO with the X mode. Okay, so I just want to show you the stuff that I've preparationed. First thing is we go to the dummy, and I have modded the dummy to every hit zone is 60, and that is a very good hit zone. The next thing is I'm using currently the Conquer Res with white sharpness, 0% affinity, so it doesn't do any crits or other stuff. The next thing is I've prepared 2 illegal charms to prepare anti-skill with switcher tool. The thing is, you can't apply anti-skills in the training room. If you use anti-decos, they doesn't work in the training room, so you have to look for an alternative. And yes, we can use sneak attack, that also got a 5% attack boost, so instead of the anti-skill we are using then sneak attack. Here are my skills. I currently have Razor Sharp 3, with Power Prolonger 3, Rapid Morph 3 and Buildup Boost 3. Yes, and the only thing I change is on the Reconquer Res we currently has the switcher tool. First I try a DPS test with the switcher tool, and after I have done this I'm gonna go back to the training area to reset the DPS meter, and then instead remove the switcher tool and change the illegal charm, which is not possible, to a Buildup Boost 3 charm with Sneak Attack 1 charm. So I hope you understand everything okay. I'm gonna charge the Switch X with the same combo and then empty the entire gauge until my SWAT meter is unamped. So currently the DPS check is yes, with white sharpness, 0% affinity, and you can see here switcher tool level 3. So the first DPS check is with switcher tool level 3. Let's go. And rapid morph also. Okay, first let's go into amp state and then see how the DPS are. So it will take a little bit time until the DPS meter goes up, and yes, you can see it's always the same damage we do. And we will figure out what is the next DPS we can do with the switcher tool, and if there is any stuff that got applied. Currently we had about 195. So at the top right this is showing the average DPS, not the current DPS. So you can see it's about 195 peak. Let's say it is between 100, yeah, let's say it's 195. I'm not sure whether we can reach 200. Yes, 200. So it's very hard to reach 200, but it is impossible. It is possible to reach 200 DPS. Okay. That is the absolute maximum. So we can't reach higher. That's the absolute maximum you can get with the set. It is 200 DPS with the switcher deco. Okay. And we are also unamped now. So 200 DPS. Yes, with switcher tool, and yes, only switcher tool. That's it. And now we go back to reset the yes, the dummy values, and let's see if it has any, if the switcher tool have any influence to build up boost. So let's go to the training room again. We're gonna remove our switcher tool and instead use a build-up boost 1 charm with sneak attack. So we absolutely have to attack the back of the monster, and then we can see if we can also reach that 200 DPS, and I'm pretty much interested. Let's go. Yes, but first of all we have to fully charge our sword meter, and then let's go. So we have to take care to absolutely attack all the time the back of the monster, and let's check whether we can reach 200 DPS also with this build. Okay, 160, it will take about 1.5 minutes to see how the potential is. Okay, I think it, yes, that I don't think we can also reach that 200 DPS. Okay, we're getting more close. $197. Ah, okay. Yes, 200. $200. 200. 200. 200. Okay, you can see also with this build I also reached 200. And yes, then we have to calculate back the approximately average damage output. Yes, but I think it was about the same DPS. Maybe we can change back the combo damage and let's see how the difference is. So now you have seen that, in my personal opinion, I think maybe the full grounded combo is maybe about 0.2% stronger or so. And you have the benefit that you didn't have to recharge your switch gauge, but you also saw that, yes, before attacking with anti-skill, I charged my gauge and then I attacked the monster 1.5 minutes and didn't have to reload or use a 2 SMS combo. So at this point currently I have to say, if you want to use build-up boost, to be honest, it doesn't care DPS wise whether you use an anti-deco or an PSB deco if you go for full grounded playstyle. But now comes the interesting part. Let's compare the stuff if you go for aerial playstyle, and I think there comes a big difference. So currently we have the build with the let's check it out with sneak attack and build-up boost, and then our weapon is no other stuff, so we are currently using the anti-skill, okay? And the first thing we are gonna do is we have to go into the end state to make a ZSD, and currently the thing we're gonna make is we are doing a test ZSD, and yes, check the damage of the ZSD. So Rabbit Morph doesn't apply to this. And yes, we also have to attack from back. You can see also here all hit zones are 60. Okay, and we make also then another comparison with a hit zone of 30 and see how the difference is. So first of all, for the hit zone of 60, let's do 1 ZSD. Okay, the damage is 1894. 1894 on a 60 hit zone. Okay, and now we're gonna change the hit zones to, let's say it is a bad hit zone, we change the hit zones to 30. And I want to show you that on this thing the anti-skill maybe works better. And now we're gonna attack the monster again. So we have 1484 on a 30 hit zone. And now we're gonna do the same stuff with the switcher tool. Okay, so the thing is we're gonna change our hacked charm to a build-up boost charm without sneak attack, so it doesn't care which monster parts we are attacking. And then we are applying the switcher deco on the switch X, which is kinda useless, but we will see then. So first of all, let's gonna charge our switch X. Currently we have the 30 hit zones, okay? Okay, let's go unsheath our weapon until the total damage disappears. Okay, it disappears. And now we're gonna do a CSD on the 30 hit zones. Okay, 1381 on a 30 hit zone. And now we're gonna change back the hit zones to 60. Okay, we can now do a CSD again and we will see how the stuff is working. $1,811. Now put that stuff into a calculator. So go to my calculator. Till update 2 calcs, and let's check out raw hit zone value is 60. Raw hit zone value is 30. And let's anti-skill PSP. So with the anti-skill on a 60 raw hit zone value we have done 1894. On the 30 we have done, and then they both have Buildup boost 3. And they are both amped. Both grounded has 200 DPS maximum. Yes, for the PSP on a 60 hit zone it had, the CSD has done 1811 damage. And on the 30 hit zone with the anti-skill it has done 1381. Sorry, 1484. And with the PSP Deco the CSD damage was 1381. Now compare that stuff. So you can see in general that the anti-skill is about, yes, depending on the hit zones. For lower hit zones it is about 4.85% stronger, and for the 60 raw hit zone it is about 4.6. So in general you can say still the anti-deco is about 5% stronger in aerial playstyle. So yes, at the end of the day we can say if you want to use exhaust Phials with Phials which boost for grounded playstyle, they're doing the same damage. They both can almost hit the 200 DPS mark with my show and set. And yes, when it comes to aerial playstyle, the Switch X with the PSP Deco does 0% additional damage, and the anti-aerial Deco does 5% more damage. So if you play Exhaust Switch X, including Buildup Boost 3, you didn't really have a lot of benefits when using the PSP Deco. Okay, that was it with the comparison stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time. You can tell me in the comments whether you still want to use PSP Deco or anti-skill.